Zone 3. Of course I was in Zone 3. Where else would I be? Well, okay. So if I look at where I was in relation to the eyesight of this guy on the left down here, who reminds me of the guy that used to help Logan Paul with his podcast. I can't remember his name. Always getting himself into trouble. Um, yeah, it wasn't far off his eye line, just sort of slightly out. I think I misjudged this guy a bit. I'd gone a bit further to the right than he had, ever so slightly, but further to the right. But of course, those 2 points, the two eye lines, because I was slightly out, met up further away. So they were higher and further to the right. I know that's roughly where I'd gone, is roughly where our cluster was. There was a few who'd gone to the left, and I think you were probably in line with that too. But I did say I went there because I assumed one or two might go further to the right. But the thing is, if one did, they would have taken it out anyway. I haven't looked at the judging yet. The results only just come in. And somebody in Cardiff won, Lewis Denner. It's about 20 miles away from me. So I'm going to take that as, well, I almost won. I know, it doesn't count. So that's what I was. Let's have a look at the judges then, because I haven't looked yet. The results, like I said, have only just come in. But just to note, yeah, the winner was spot on with the judges winning cross 2501 1027. So quite often it's 1 or 2 pixels out, but spot on this guy. What was I doing? Oh yeah, judges. Right then, 8 judges this week. Matt's in charge again. Let me lean forward towards the screen here and have a closer look. There's quite a cluster around there, isn't it? To be fair, what was that? Must be about 5 of them, is it, around there? What if there's 8? Yeah, so there's 4 there, 1 there. All very close. Yeah, somebody did go over there. Undoubtedly, they're going to take that out because it's so far away from the cluster. And possibly that one. They may leave him in because they balance each other out, but I would have thought, knowing Matt, he'll decide where he wants the winning cross to be, so he'll just take out the ones that suit him rather than what makes sense. But that one's definitely going to go, I think. And probably that one, the others will probably stay there. Let's have a look. Let me skim to the end and see what they did. They did indeed. They've taken out Wendy's and Nigel's crosses. They did take them 2 out. I mean, in theory, as much as I didn't think it was going to be that far to the left, when 6 other judges have all gone in a similar area, then obviously I've got to accept that it's me that sort of interpreted the picture incorrectly, isn't it? It's difficult to say, well, I was right and 6 other people were wrong. That's a bit arrogant. But yeah, I was reluctant to go that far left, but the fact that so many of the judges have gone in the same sort of area, I'm quite happy to accept that. And my eye lines weren't too bad from either of them. It was only slightly out, really, when you followed the eye lines. Right, let's have a look at today's picture then, because I did do a cross a couple of hours ago. Right, so that's the one cross. Look at all that white space up there. That's going to be tricky when I do my when I do the photo for the video, because I usually all the writing's in white. I'll have to change the colour when I do that. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll worry about that in a minute. So there's my one cross. So why have I gone there? And also, I'm having a very grateful day today. With all the shit that's going on in the world, everybody getting blown up, everybody's arguing and fighting and shooting each other, and all I've got to worry about is where to put this cross and what am I having for tea. So yeah, I'm having a grateful day, feeling good. Right, let me draw some lines. So why did I go there? Because it seems to fit in with this guy who I think is in the air, because he's a lot higher than the guy behind him. Having said that, he is closer to us, so depends the angle of the photograph. But I think he's in the air. I don't think he's coming towards him. The fact that his head is forward looks like he's possibly nutted it. And his arms are not out in a welcoming, greeting sort of fashion. So if I draw some lines first up through my cross there, because his head is turned slightly to his right. So, but his eyes are, looking ahead of his head. So I've put it sort of up in front of him. about there, and I haven't gone too high because I don't think the guy behind him is looking that high. I know he's photoshopped and he probably wasn't even in the same scene on the actual match, but it looks like he can see it, so I think he's just skimming over the top of his head, like so, with his two eyeballs. So yeah, that's what I've gone. It's my first one for this week. I think that's a winner. I think it's definitely zone one, guys. I wouldn't even bother. Save your money this week because this is the winner. They'll be turning up next week with my prize of a Renault 5 Iconic, one of those electric cars, and 50 grand. So what's that coordinate? 19141141. I'll put that down as the first coordinate for this week then. Subject to change, although the last few weeks it hasn't really changed much. I have moved it a little bit on some of them, and others I've left where they are. But yeah, that's where I am. So I think some might go further to the right there, so I may reconsider that. But if I take into consideration, like I said, his head is turned to the sort of he's leaning over to the left, but his angle is sort of to the right from the camera, if you know what I mean. He's not actually I know what I mean. He's not actually looking to the right, but the camera is looking at the side of his sort of head. So if I say the bowler's up in front of him, and that's what I've gone for now. Right, let's move on to Revcomps. Well, I'm not really on much. I've got nothing on the next live draw, which is Thursday. Nothing at all on there. Nothing took my fancy that I wanted to risk my money with, because I'm cutting back, as you know. And we've been over these anyway. Then they added some more for next Monday. Nothing there caught my eye again. The only thing that did, this is cheap tickets, this RS4, for 20,000 tickets. And there's this camper van over here, £7 a ticket and 10,000 tickets. So if anything, it might be the camper van. I haven't had a good look around it yet, looked at the pictures. But I probably will. But like I said, got nothing for Thursday, and so far nothing for next Monday. Now then, it's going to be a nice day tomorrow. The sun will be shining, and it's one of the days I go into the office. But they won't be able to deliver this Mercedes convertible in time. So it might have to be next week, because this is drawn tonight, and I've got just 2 tickets on it. I was going to buy some more, and I thought, well, do you really want it, or is it just a nice to have? And I thought, well, actually, it's just a nice to have. So I just got a couple of tickets just to be in it. The others, not really interested in. Apart from this Fiesta ST, this is drawn tomorrow. I haven't got any tickets yet. Might get 1 or 2 later or tomorrow. I'll probably save my tickets, my spending, until tomorrow, because they might well have one of those freebies where they do, you know, there's a freebie, win a toaster or a barbecue or whatever, and if you spend £1 or 2 with it and you win, we'll give you credit. So I'll spend it tomorrow when there's a chance of one of them coming up. What else we got then? 7 days performance I just did a matter of an hour or 2 ago. I just grabbed a couple of tickets on this Caddy. Don't want the Caddy, but it's 20 grand, a cash alternative. Motorbike, or 6 grand. A Tiguan on Thursday, no, sorry, tomorrow, Wednesday, or 35 grand. What else did I bother with? Audi R8, and I only went for these because they're dirt cheap tickets. I'll only buy a few. I think I bought something like 15 tickets and spent about £1.71, something daft like that. Audi R8 or 70 grand. RS3 Audi or 45 grand. Did I have anything else after that? Oh, I did actually. Yeah, I did. I went for the others as well because they were cheap. Rolex or 23 grand. Ducati or 8.5, and a Suron electric bike or 3 grand. So yeah, I got lots of them. I think I went for 7 or 8 different cars on here, and that only cost me. That was less than £2 as well because I only bought a few tickets. Dream Car giveaways. Now then, what have I got on here? Well, I only noticed this earlier today because I didn't have anything on here. And then I thought, oh, Puma ST. Now, you guys know how much I want a Puma ST. There's a couple of cars I like, and one will come to in a minute. That's just only just being available to order. But anyway, this Puma ST is tonight, plus 2 grand or 17. I would take it. I would take the car and the 2 grand. the Skoda Octavia, or as it's spelled here, Skoda Octavia, or 32 grand, I'm taking the cash. Golf R, or 36, I'm taking the cash. Maybe a little scroll down, see what else I got. Audi TT, or 25 grand, I'm taking the cash. That might well be it. Oh, I went for this Abarth as well because it was 20 grand cash alternative. 20 grand cash, 20 grand cash alternative. So I went for that as well. I think that's probably it on there. But as James May would say, big news! The giveaway, guys. Now, you may remember last year that I said I'm quite a fan of Dacias. Now, I like Dacias because they have all the extras on them. They've come a long way than they were many years ago because now they're owned by Renault, and they're built with Renault platform, Renault engines, Renault gearboxes. So they announced last year that they were coming out with the Dacia Bigster, which is bigger than the Duster and looks quite nice. It's a big car, but I like it. I liked it then. I put it on the video about a year ago, and I said I was looking at one of them next year, and here we are. They now released it. You could start ordering them or configuring them on the Dacia website a couple of weeks ago. Well, the giveaway guys have already got one, and they're raffling one. Tickets are $199, so I bought 3 already. May even buy some more, who knows, because at the moment they're $199 a ticket. But yeah, I really like it. The stupid name, Bigster, but yeah, I do like the car. I think it's something like it's a full hybrid, but I think it's a 1.8 engine in it as well. It's what was I going to say? It's a full hybrid, automatic, electronic handbrake there, as you can see. Looks nice inside. I do. Dash might look a little bit bland, but it's got a sunroof, and I like the style on the seats. Where's that photo we had just now of the style on the seats? There. I quite like that. I quite like it's quite a stylish car, I think. So yes, and that comes with 2 grand, which is enough to tax and insure it. Well, it'd be taxed for the first year anyway, because this thing's brand new. It's only done delivery miles, really. So yeah, I'd be happy to insure that for a year. In fact, it's probably something I would keep for many, many years. Anyway, I think that's it. In the meantime, what's the date? Oh, we're nowhere near the end of the month on Auto Trader. Right, that's it. So let me know you got on, because I know a few of you went over to the left near where that cross was, although I think some of you were a fair bit higher than that. I didn't. I was reluctant to go further left because I thought more would go to the right. My concern was if one went to the right, they'd take it out, which is exactly what they did. If 2 or 3 had gone to the right, they would have pulled it further over, and I would have won. No, not necessarily. But there we are. And leave a cross for the weekend, guys, so we can see what everybody's thinking. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of the week. Should be good weather, and good luck.